Come on in. How's it going? This is Andrew Wallace from ISC Suspension North America, and today we're going to show you our 1998 Subaru 2.5 RS. I picked this up about 10 years ago, local to us. It was a couple miles down the road from our first location in Massachusetts, and it was stock automatic, the 2.5 NA that comes with the car for US spec RSs. It was kind of just rotting under a tree. So after a few attempts, I finally convinced the owner to sell it to us. We were able to source a wrecked 2004 STI. That was the primary donor for this car here. So we did dash swap, subframes, full drivetrain, fuel system, OEM fuel tank, pretty much everything that we could possibly transfer over to this chassis is what we did. So fortunately for us, and if you're a Subaru enthusiast, you're aware, it's kind of like Legos. So we're pretty fortunate that certain things like transmission mounts and motor mounts and everything of that nature kind of lines up from chassis to chassis for the most part. So that helped the process. This was one of the first things that we jumped into, obviously one of the most complicated. So for engine modifications here, we have a built EJ257 that was built by Jay Perry down at Perry Tuned in Rhode Island, which is a couple hours from us here at ISC. We did the OE spec STI nitrated crank, ACL race bearings, H-beam rods, CP forged pistons, ARP head studs, and Brian Crowder stage 2 cams, valve springs, and retainers. So it was built to be a reliable, fun street car, something that, you know, kind of worked out some of the quirks. Once you get to that 400 horsepower range with a Subaru, you have to kind of start worrying about the pistons a little bit. So rather than just opening up the short block and doing forged pistons, which would have been fine for this horsepower level, we kind of just wanted to bulletproof it a step further and give ourselves room for more power if we ever wanted to do that down the road. So right now we chose the Blouch 2.5 XTR ball bearing turbo because it's quick spooling but has good mid-range as well. So it's been fun with that, paired with 1000cc injectors and the Walbro pump that we currently run right now. It's about 400 wheel horsepower. For other bolt-ons, we did, you know, what we thought was the best possible products. So we teamed up with Grimspeed. We're doing their top mount intercooler. We have their intake manifold, which is ported, their TGV delete system, as well as a lot of their aesthetic bolt-ons as well, and their external wastegate up pipe and down pipe. And for the catback and the header, we're running P&L Motorsports, which is an American-made company as well. Sounds great and flows very nicely. For cooling, we're running the Mishimoto aluminum radiator with their high flow fans. And for the PCV system, we're running the Cobb air oil separator. We also did a wide body on the car to give it a more aggressive look and help us with you know, a more aggressive wheel fitment as well. It's sitting on 17x9 work emotions. They were previously white and we just had them refinished in gold. That is the OEM STI like BBS paint code for these wheels, so we wanted to match that. For suspension, it's sitting on our ISC N1 coilovers. It's got our GC8 rear camber plates on it as well, and sitting on those are our SSS upgraded high tensile steel coilover springs. So I'm running an 8 kilogram front at the moment and a 6 kilogram rear. So that's our street sport valving. So interior wise, like I was saying, we have it fully dash swapped here with the OE STI dash that we used as the donor vehicle, as well as the center console. Interior is definitely like the next step or next chapter for this build in the future. But you know, right now it's kind of has that OEM STI feel, especially with the factory seats in there as well from the STI.